Hey guys, it's me Zayn, and today we're gonna repot a species Phalaenopsis. Okay, so today I thought I'm gonna make this video with my Phalaenopsis schilleriana, which is not in bloom right now because I cut the flower spike. So why I'm gonna repot this one? I just bought this one at the Budapest Orchid Show. Click on the info card if you want to see that orchid show. And in my whole video, which you can watch too, I presented this Phalaenopsis schilleriana, which was in bloom. Why did I cut the flower spike, and why do I want to repot it this soon after buying it? Well, you know, this orchid came from Asia, because at the Hungarian Orchid Society's shows there are always like a few Asian sellers as well. Thailand and China and these kind of countries always come and sell orchids as well. So I bought this one from a Chinese-ish, Asian-ish, I don't know. I'm not sure who that was, I'm not sure who that seller was actually. So this plant came from Asia and it was in bloom, so that was such an environmental change for the plant. So it was such a stress for the orchid. Also these orchids, which are in these very weird plastic pots, which are like very bendy and stuff. If you find an orchid in these pots, they are always in very compacted sphagnum moss. And I'm just so afraid to water these in this kind of medium because, you know, I don't even know how they manage to keep alive these orchids. Anyways, let's get to repotting this wild species orchid. Okay, so here is my little tray. Actually, this stake, which was in the pot, it's kind of good because it's not a wooden stake. I think it's a wire coated with plastic, so I like this. These leaves are so gorgeous, I love them. We have to get the orchid out of this pot, which is in this very compacted sphagnum moss. So I'm trying to squeeze the pot. Oh, it's actually happening very easily. This single hole at the bottom, this is just ridiculous. I was waiting so much to repot this one actually because, oh my god. Okay, we have this horribly packed sphagnum moss here, and right now I'm just gonna get rid of that. The smell! I can smell the fungus! I'm getting the ideas from Ronya how to repot a pendant orchid, since this plant was quite in a stress and it had quite a long flower spike. Well, the flowers decided to not bloom that well since it was actually getting used to the new environment. So plant rather cancelled the blooms, the buds opening. So I had some blooms which lasted for like a few days and then they wilted and dropped on the floor. I knew that I'm not gonna have that super good looking orchid display with this orchid this year. Right now I'm gonna remove these dead roots which are dry and which are rotted because they rotted inside this sphagnum moss. Actually, can you imagine that this sphagnum moss was in this tiny pot? Like how? Look at that, look at that. And it's full. And where I put these? Pretty decent root system. What I actually like about the Phalaenopsis schilleriana roots is that they are not like, if you cut them in half, they are not like circles. They are like, I don't know, the cat eye or something. Their shape is absolutely incredible. Oh, the fuzz on the roots, I cannot believe how cute is that. I cut away, oh my god, these leaves. I want to pet this plant all day long. I want to do this all day long and I'll be happy. Look at that. Actually, after I cut the flower spike off from this plant, the leaves got more plumped up, so that's a good sign. Okay, this was a fairly easy unpotting, so right now I'm gonna wash the root system and clean it from any pests and treat it with hydrogen peroxide. And also I'm gonna prepare my new pot and I'm gonna put this one into inorganic medium. Okay guys, the funny thing is that I prepared everything for the repotting and then I did it. and I realized I did not film it, so I'm gonna do it again. For YouTube and for the video, I'm gonna do it again. Look at that. Yes! This was so funny, oh my god, I cannot believe it. So what I have here this 12 centimeter plastic pot with a layer of leca pebbles at the bottom, and I'm gonna use it the 12 centimeter because, you know, this one will grow, the roots will grow. I want this to be in this pot for like more years and not like for 1 year or something. So I'm gonna repot this one again, or actually pot up this one again. And are these dead roots? Okay, I'm gonna cut this one as well. By root, I don't like you. After I have this layer again in the pot, I'm gonna try to place the orchid like I think is the best for the orchid, and after I'm just filling up the pot again. And actually right now you can see that the orchid is actually pretty much the neck, or how you call it, it's pretty much buried in the medium. I like to do that because after it I can rearrange stuff. So at first I like to pot orchids deep, so I can actually pull them a bit out from the medium after the repotting is done. And after it, I'm positioning it again. I like to hold the neck of Phalaenopsis orchids so I can position them a bit while repotting. And actually I'm pulling it out a little bit so it's good for the plant and it's not gonna be like rotting like after 10 minutes. Okay, and I repotted or potted up this orchid again, so here it is. It's not too much wobbly in this pot. Actually, it's pretty stable here, so that's good. After I repot my orchid, I like to check the pot and see if there are any air gaps around the sides, and if there is a huge air gap somewhere, I like to squeeze the pot and make sure that the medium actually falls there, so there is not too many huge air gaps in there, and that's that. So here is my finished product. I repotted my Phalaenopsis schilleriana species orchid. It's a beautiful orchid and I can actually display it in the main parts of the house so other people can see it when they come inside, because look at these leaves. These are just gorgeous, and knowing that this is a Phalaenopsis with these kind of leaves, it's just incredible. So yeah, here is my repotted orchid. Right now, I'm just gonna continue to care for it the best as I can. I'm gonna allow it to have fertilizer and all kinds of good stuff like light and temperature, higher temperatures. And then my grow space room thingy is gonna allow lower temperatures in the winter time, so it will be a good indicator for the plant that hello, you have to bloom soon, because spring is gonna be here soon. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I repotted my Phalaenopsis schilleriana twice. It was kind of funny, so yeah, but you know, life of a YouTuber. Just kidding. I forgot to say that. Actually, after I repot these Phalaenopsis monopodia thingies, actually it's about Phalaenopsis because, you know, Phalaenopsis are just leaning over and stuff, and after you repot them, they are not the stablest things in the pot, and I like to weight them down with a larger pebble or a rock, and I place that larger rock here where these roots are, and this is the top of the medium, and these are some roots. I like to weigh them down. I put a rock here, so actually it will hold the plant from leaning over too much. You know, this is a very leaning Phalaenopsis, so it's chance that this will have the tendency to allow the pot more like those other phases, but I'm gonna weight it down so it won't have the possibility and the chance to actually fall out as you handle your orchids, as you water them and pick them up and bring back whatever you do with them. You actually squeeze a little bit with the pot and the medium is moving, a little bit moving inside inside the pot. So the roots are moving as well, so slowly but surely the plant is coming more out and out from the pot. So I like to weight them down with a larger pebble at this back side, or how you call that. This is what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm not gonna stake it or whatever because this medium is heavy and it will actually hold the plant. So this is my video for today. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, you know, like button, comment section, subscribing to my channel, both of them, and follow me on Instagram. So see you next time.